Pro, but let's talk about another stock on our radar, Syrma SGS. The electronic manufacturing services space, the EMS sector, has seen massive valuation re-rating over the last 1 to 2 years itself. That's the view coming in from BNP Paribas. They expect that the favorable government policies have aided a sector's growth, and brokerages too believe that the higher valuations may sustain if the earnings growth momentum remains strong in this space. So in this backdrop, joining us now is electronics manufacturing services company Syrma SGS Managing Director Jasbir Singh Gujral joins in to give us the details of company's growth plans and business outlook at large. Thanks a lot, Mr. Gujral, for joining in.
Thank you.
Wish you season's greetings. Just first up, I wanted to understand, you had guided for a revenue growth of anywhere between 18 to 25% this year. The first half, or rather, you had guided for revenues of upwards of 45% this year. First half of this year, you've done 52% revenue growth, and margins in the last quarter were around 9%. Could you give us an updated guidance for this year when it comes to revenue as well as margins?
This year, we had guided for a revenue growth of about 40-45%, which translates to anything between 4,400, 4,500, and EBITDA margin of 310 to 320 crores. By and large, we stand by the guidance. I don't think there'll be any changes in that. The margins would be there. The revenue growth, if the market mix, the product mix changes, the revenue growth may see a minor up or minor down, but we stand by the EBITDA margins of 310 to 315, 20 crores.
All right. Hi, Mr. Gujral. Good morning. Good to see you, Ben. Could you tell us what is the maximum sustainable margins, X of PLI, X of profit and, Forex moves? What is a sustainable number in terms of margins?
See, we have guided 7% this year, and we stand by that margin even for the next year at the minimum levels.
Okay, at the maximum level could be?
Maximum level, see, if the products in the coming years, when my exports pick up, my exports are currently about 25%. We are targeting 30% for exports, 33% as exports. Now, whenever those more profitable, margin accretive verticals see a consistent rise, then the margins have a potential of inching up northwards. But
how much can the
as a conservative thing, we stand by 7%.
All right. So two-part question here then. This 33% exports happens when? Does it happen in FY26, FY27?
It could be 27. You see, because the domestic business is growing at about 70-odd%.
Right.
The exports are growing at about 20-odd%. Last year, they grew at 26%. This year, it will be about 20%. So till the domestic demand is that high, the additional incremental revenue coming in from exports also has to go up that high.
Okay.
I think we should be there at 27% in 26, 27, certainly not in 25, 26.
Got it. And 26, overall, if you could give us a sense of what revenue are you projecting in FY26 on an overall basis? This year we have the numbers.
I think that if we do about 4,500, 44, whatever, on a conservative basis, even if we take about 30, 35%, so we should be doing anything between 5,200 to 5,500 crores. That would be the target for next year. The plans are in the making, and we'll come back with that. But I think about 5,200 to 5,500 crores of revenue with 7% of EBITDA, which translates into about 375 to 400 crores of EBITDA.
All right, Mr. Gujral. Mr. Gujral, some part of the street is expecting there could possibly be some large order that's coming your way. Could you confirm or deny that? Something's in the works is what the buzz is, and it could be a rather large order.
Let's count the chickens when they are hatched. That's my standard thing.
Could they be hatched before the end of this calendar year?
No, I'll tell you, see, we have had a major order breakthrough where the supplies in this year, FY24-25, have only started in October. So I have 5 months of revenues from that global customer. Now, even at that level, if the levels don't go up, no new products are added with that customer, next year I'll have a 12 months window for the revenue.
What vertical is this customer in?
This is industrial.
Okay. Okay.
Industrial export customer in USA.
Okay.
So this year we'll see about 25, 30, 35 crores of revenue around that. Next year I expect this to be maybe 3x, maybe 4x.
From a single customer?
3x. From the same customer.
Got it.
The same customer. Yeah.
Got it. All right. But we have to wait by to see whether or not there's another fresh order that could come about. For the time being, you're saying this customer will ramp up properly. Got it.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about the smart meter installations here in India. What is the current smart meter order book outstanding? And for you as a company, what should you do? Smart meters as a percentage of your total mix, I think in the vicinity of 200, 250 crores should be that be a number?
The smart metering, RF metering, we are very strong in it, and we have been doing it for the last 15 years. This year, in the first 7 months, I don't have the figures for November. I think for the first 7 months, we have done upwards of 1.45 or 1.5 million meters. The electronics for the meters. And currently, because of the elections in Maharashtra and other things, the market is seeing slight sort of a push out, which I think in the Q1 of FY25 or Q4 of FY25 will come back to normal levels. And I expect to do about, I think, 2 million meters this quarter.
How much?
Sorry.
How much does how much does it cost? How much does 1 meter contribute in terms of revenue?
It depends. You see, if it's a single phase, 3 phase, so it varies. It varies. But I think my energy metering business or the utility metering business should be about 250 upwards of 250 crores this
250
year.
Crores for this year, and next year how much? And
next year it should be upwards of 300. Upwards of 300. Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Gujral. That's all the time that we have for you today. Though we're not out of questions, we'll obviously touch base with you once again when you count the chickens when they hatch. We hope that happens very soon. Wish you good luck for the remainder of this year and the next year as well.